This is Unspoken Rules. And this is where we show you the psychological reality you've been conditioned to ignore. We don't do comfort here. We do truth. The raw, unfiltered code that governs every single human interaction you will ever have. So let me ask you a question. Something that's probably been eating at you in those quiet moments, right? After a big meeting, after a conversation that went sideways, why do you feel so invisible? Why do people talk over you, forget your name, glance at their phones the second you open your mouth? You've probably told yourself it's just in your head, that you're just being insecure. But I'm here to tell you, it's not in your head. It's real. And here's the reason why you're being overlooked. It's because there is a full-blown civil war happening inside of you. Your conscious mind, the one that carefully chooses your words, the one that wants to be seen as smart and competent and valuable, that part of you is being betrayed. It's being betrayed by a deeper, older, more powerful part of you, a part that is broadcasting your insecurity, your anxiety, and your deep-seated belief that you don't belong to everyone you meet. Let's get really specific. We're talking about your limbic system. Think of it as your honest brain. It's that ancient, reactive part of your mind that's all about one thing: survival. And because its only job is to keep you safe, it is brutally, unflinchingly honest. So while your thinking brain, your prefrontal cortex, is busy crafting the perfect sentence, your limbic system is telling everyone in the room how you really feel. It controls the nonverbal signals that make up more than 60% of all communication. And guess what? Neurobiologists, ex-FBI interrogators, they'll all tell you the same thing. People trust the signals from the honest brain, not your words. You have to understand, every single interaction you have, from ordering a coffee to pitching a $1 million idea, it's a negotiation. It is a constant, silent broadcast of your perceived social rank. We are all walking radio towers, constantly transmitting signals that scream either "I'm in control" or "I'm a threat to myself," dominance or submission, confidence or anxiety. The question isn't if you're broadcasting. The only question is, what are you broadcasting? And are you even aware of the message you're sending out? Now listen. This goes way deeper than just personality quirks. These signals are ancient survival mechanisms, hardwired right into your neurobiology. When your brain perceives a social threat, and that could be a tough boss, a skeptical audience, even just a dismissive look from a colleague, it doesn't see a modern-day office. Oh no, it sees a predator out on the savannah, and it reacts exactly like it's supposed to. It's a biological betrayal that completely undermines every single word you say. And this slide lays out that biological reality perfectly. Just look at the high status column. This isn't an attitude, you see. It's a physiological state of being. It's calm. The HPA axis, that's your body's stress regulator, it's running smoothly. Breathing is deep. It's silent from the abdomen. The voice is relaxed. It's resonant. Now, look at the other side, the low status column. That isn't a personality. That is a body in a state of chronic threat. The HPA axis is just flooding you with cortisol. Breathing is shallow. It's noisy. It's all up in your chest. Your voice gets tight, high-pitched. Your movements are twitchy, reactive. You are broadcasting a biological state of emergency. So when your limbic system kicks into that threat response, it triggers what investigators call pacifying behaviors. These are totally unconscious, self-soothing actions. Your brain is literally trying to calm itself down by stimulating nerve endings. But here's the brutal truth. What feels like a necessary relief to you is a devastating confidence leak to everybody else. It is a massive, flashing neon sign that says, "I am uncomfortable, I am insecure, and I do not believe a word I am saying." So it is absolutely crucial that you recognize these signals in yourself. Touching the neck, especially that little dip at the base of your throat, the suprasternal notch, that's one of the most honest signs of emotional distress there is. Rubbing your forehead, sliding your hands down your thighs in what's called a leg cleansing motion, fiddling with a ring, locking your ankles under a chair. Come on, you know these. These are not random tics. They are high-intensity broadcasts of internal chaos. The more stress you feel, the more you're going to do them, and the more you completely destroy your own authority. Okay, so we've established the biological reality. Now, let's get into the nitty-gritty. Let's decode the specific grammar of power, the verbal and the nonverbal vocabulary that your body is using to build your social reality, whether you like it or not. Visually, status is all about territory. It's about space. High-status individuals, they claim space. Their posture is expansive. They do what's called ventral fronting, exposing the vulnerable front of their body. It's a primal, powerful signal of fearlessness. Their feet are planted. They own the ground they stand on. Now, contrast that with low-status posture. It's contractive. It's all about ventral denial.
hunching the shoulders, crossing the arms, protecting the vital organs. It's about making yourself smaller, signaling to the world you don't believe you have the right to the space you're in. Your body is literally giving away status. And it's not just your body, it's your voice. And listen, this isn't just my opinion. This is hard data. A 2017 study in PLOS One found that when people see themselves as being lower in status, their vocal pitch unconsciously goes up when they're talking to someone they see as higher status. Your voice literally shrinks. You are signaling submission with every sound you make, completely betraying your own attempt to sound confident. And then, of course, we have the words themselves. Let's just break this table down, shall we? First up, upspeak. You know this one. It's when you end a statement with a rising intonations, what sounds like a question. It's a subconscious plea for approval. You're basically asking for permission to have your own thought. Next, filler words. The ums, the likes, the you knows. Research shows this just screams low competence and anxious energy. You're terrified of silence because you lack conviction in what you're saying. And finally, over-explaining. This is so often a trauma response, a fawn reflex to try and avoid conflict before it even starts. You signal that your own simple no isn't good enough. It needs a whole essay to back it up. You are broadcasting a fundamental, profound lack of authority. Now, this is where it gets truly insidious, because these signals, they don't just happen in a vacuum. No, they create a self-reinforcing feedback loop. It's a social prison that you build for yourself, brick by brick, with every little nervous gesture and every powerless phrase. We call this the low-status death spiral. Let's walk through this vicious cycle, step by agonizing step. Step 1, it all starts with an internal threat. A stressful moment happens and your limbic system goes on red alert. Step 2, you start broadcasting distress signals. Your voice gets higher, you touch your neck, you start fidgeting. Step 3, you socially withdraw. You make yourself smaller, you avoid eye contact, hoping to avoid more negative feedback. But then comes step 4. You get that negative reinforcement. Because you signaled low status, people treat you as low status. They interrupt you, they ignore you, they challenge you, and that leads to step 5, neurological hardening. Their treatment confirms your brain's initial fear. That low-status identity gets wired in, gets solidified. It's a perfect, vicious, self-fulfilling prophecy. So, how do you break the cycle? Let me be clear, you cannot fake high-status behaviors. You can't just fake it till you make it. Your insecurities will always leak through the cracks. The solution is not to put on a mask. The solution is to recalibrate your internal reality. This is an inside-out job. The goal is to change the state that's producing the signals in the first place. This right here is the most crucial reframe you need to make. You don't need to add confidence. You're not trying to build something new. You need to remove the anxious, hypervigilant state that is blocking your natural authority. Confidence is your factory setting. It is the calm that remains when the internal noise of insecurity is finally gone. The goal is not performance. The goal is regulation. So what's the master tool for this recalibration? What's the key? It's the power of the pause, a strategic, intentional silence. When you feel that limbic hijack starting, when you feel that urge to speak quickly or touch your face, you just pause, breathe. This simple act does 3 incredible things. 1, it short-circuits that automatic survival loop. 2, it gives your rational brain a second to get back online. And 3, it signals immense authority. Rushing signals panic. The person who is comfortable with silence, that's the person who owns the room. So the ultimate takeaway, the thing you have to burn into your mind is this. Stop trying to act high status. It's a fool's errand. It will not work. Focus instead on regulating your internal state. True authority, true confidence, it is not a series of tricks you perform for an audience. It is the external byproduct of a mind that is no longer at war with itself. It's the stillness that comes from a nervous system that no longer sees the world as a constant threat. And so now you're at a crossroads. You can click away from this, go back to scrolling, and keep wondering why the world treats you the way it does, forever a victim of your own biology. Or you can make a different choice. You can decide right now that you are done living by rules you don't even understand. The choice, as always, is yours. If you are ready to finally see the code, then this is not a request. It's a command. Subscribe for the unspoken truths. Like this to signal your commitment to awareness. Ring the bell so you never miss a single revelation. And comment with your own observations of this invisible grammar of power. Welcome to the real world.